Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, August 30th, 2011. This is Jennifer. Today I have some awesome things. As you can see behind me, I got the Wizard of Oz tumbling block quilt top together. It's actually turned sideways so that you can see more of the quilt. It's probably about a toddler size. I haven't measured it yet, and I may or may not put borders on it. If I put borders on it, then it could change the size range of the quilt. This is a quilt for the Linus Connection, and I got this whole thing sewn together in probably about an hour and a half. So it went together really fast. I did do a little shuffling and moving around. I used my design wall to try to distribute the different fabrics a little bit. But it is pretty cool, as you can see. This is the tumbling block shape, and these were cut out with a die cutter. So very awesome quilt top. Really happy with this. This one was fun to make, and like I said last week, if I can make a fandom quilt and it's for the Linus Connection, it's like, how awesome is that? I had some really fun mail last week. I'm always getting things in the mail from HP Paper Piecers for the Project of Doom. People have, been sending me their extra credit blocks and things like that, and I've gotten a few goodies here and there, and it's been super fun. Totally unexpected, but super fun. And last week, I got a gift from See Me Sew on LiveJournal, and she sent me a charm bracelet to commemorate the Project of Doom. It has a castle, and it has a hat that looks suspiciously like the Sorting Hat. We've got a lightning bolt, an owl, a dragon, and I just thought that was the most fun thing. I've been wearing it every day since I got it. Super fun. It jingles. It makes my cats crazy, especially Tackett. He can't stand it. He has to paw at it. But anyway, so very fun, very awesome. Thank you, See Me Sew. I've really enjoyed that. I am making headway on my Project of Doom embroidering. I am on block 17. Yes, 17. So I did make my block 15 goal, which was my goal by last Friday. I want to show you block 16 because I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So this was, block 16 is the block that has the book that has the broomstick, and I made it Flying with the Cannons, and then I have Quidditch Teams of Ireland, or Britain and Ireland, excuse me. This one is Quidditch Through the Ages, and this one is the Beater's Bible, and I even did a little Beater's bat and a bludger on there, so I was really, really excited about that. So the embroidery is coming along. I didn't do a lot of it in the carpool line last week, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to make my goal on Friday, because I realized after, before I started embroidering on block 14, I realized, it's block 14? Anyway, before I started embroidering on one of the blocks that I hadn't done last week, I realized I really sort of needed to plan out all of my titles, and I hadn't done that yet. So I put all the blocks that I hadn't done yet on my design wall, and then I put slips of paper on all of them, and then I went and I looked at the blocks, and I looked at my list of book titles that I've posted with every Project of Doom post, that was every Project of Doom pattern post anyway, and I went through the whole list and I picked out all the books that I really, really wanted to make sure I didn't miss, and then I went back and filled in the rest. And that was actually a really hard job. It made me wish I had made more blocks for the Project of Doom. It made me wish I had made enough books for every book so that I didn't have to leave any out. But I was able to skip over some, and it's just, I tried to focus on books that we knew Harry used, or we knew Hermione used, or we knew what they specifically, like you read the title and you go, I know what this book is. I know what it was for. I remember that place in the book. So I made sure that all of those made it in there. And then some of the funkier titles I put in there as well. So I'm only missing, a handful, and as will everyone, unless they add some more books. But very happy with where my books will be, and now that I have them all ready to go, that means all I need to do is write the names on here and then embroider them and then move on to the next block. I did get a little crocheting done last week because I was doing the whole title thing. I wasn't taking my embroidery with me in the car, which is crazy because I've been sitting at 100 degrees with my windows down crocheting, so yeah. Anyway, I didn't get a lot done because it was hot, and a couple days I actually didn't take anything because I just ran out the door and didn't have anything with me and ended up just sitting in the car. A couple months ago, maybe, I think 6 weeks ago, something like that, I showed you a granny square I was working on that was yellow and green and white. Well, I really got to the point that I didn't like it at all. I just decided it was too ugly to continue, and I just couldn't bear to work on it anymore. So I frogged the whole thing, and I started a sideways shell. Same yarn, totally different pattern. This is my go-to Linus Connection baby Afghan. I did get some done. You can see not a whole lot done, but I'm working on that, and then the whole thing's going to be green and yellow. I may not put any white in it. It depends on how it looks. Couple of really fun things. Fandom and Stitches was featured on Craft Gossip, which is super cool, and several of our Fandom and Stitches designers, myself included, were on Quiltspiration in a big Halloween post. So I will put some links down there for that. There's actually a post on Fandom and Stitches where you can go straight to that post. So why don't I just link to that? Just click on that, go read that post, and you can go see that. Always, we appreciate you leaving a little love. So if you have a little love to leave it in the comments, and we would love to hear from you guys. I have a cat that is dying to see you guys. You probably heard him shuffling around this whole time, so I'm going to grab him so he can say hello. Do you want to come say hi? Tackett's been standing beside me trying to get my attention for the last couple minutes, so he can help me take this video to the end. There are just over about 35 days until There and Back Again begins. So that means Project of Doom End of Days Challenge, another month for that. We've already started getting some quilt top pictures in, which is very, very exciting. And we will be going a complete change of gears and going from block of the week to a block of the month with multiple designers, and that will start October 5th. So very exciting. I hope you guys are thinking about joining There and Back Again, and because the more people that participate, the more fun it is. The more blocks that everyone posts, and the more just general excitement there is, the more fun it is for not only for the designers, but for everyone that's participating. There's just like the Project of Doom, there was this huge sense, and still is, a huge sense of community involving everyone working on the same project at the same time, and I'm really hoping we were able to capture some of that in There and Back Again. I know a lot of us Harry Potter fans were Lord of the Rings fans first, or people became Lord of the Rings fans after reading Harry Potter because they hadn't really read any fantasy before. So hopefully we'll get a lot of crossover and we'll see a lot of familiar faces working on There and Back Again. I hope if you were in the path of Hurricane Irene that you are a-okay and that you made it through without flooding or damage or bodily injury. And if you guys are in the south where it is currently, let's have a look and see how hot it is in Austin right now. It's 108 degrees. Can you see that? 108 in Austin right now. So I hope if you're in the places where it's hot that you are keeping cool, and if you're in the places where it's wet, you're keeping dry, and that if you're enjoying mild, beautiful weather, that you can enjoy some of it for me, because I'd really like some. I will see you guys next week. Have a fantastic week. Stay crafty, keep sewing, and I'll see you later. Bye.